Welcome to Timeless Devotions with Classic Christianity. My sister and I would like to share a treasure we found in our mother's attic, our grandfather's writings. For over 50 years, Papa was internationally known as the preacher of the timeless Word of God. Please join us now for a 5-minute devotional taken from the books Classic Christianity, A Year of Timeless Devotions, based on the writings of the Reverend L.A. Mead. Our devotional today is entitled True Worship, and our verses are John 4:23 through 24. The hour is coming and is now when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth, for the Father is seeking such to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth. The Master was here leading a sin-scarred and hardened woman step by step, from sin to self, and now to salvation and service. The Samaritans had rejected all scripture save the Pentateuch, and by doing so had rejected a large part of God's revelation of mercy. They put themselves in the position of those who worshipped an unknown God. Like so many today, they had a religion of encrusted forms and ritualisms, ignorant and cold. In this moment of revelation, Jesus reveals the mode of true worship to this Samaritan woman. God must be worshipped both in spirit and in truth. Now, to worship the Father in spirit is to worship him in the innermost soul, to pay unto him the homage of reverent thought and feeling, of utmost trust and love. And this spiritual worship is not to be compared to a formal worship dependent on place and ritual. It is not that spiritual worship will reject all outward rites, but it will use them only as helps and expression of inward spiritual service. Worship is a matter of the heart, and to worship the Father in truth is to worship him in conformity to and fellowship of truth. It is to render him the honor and service which his own nature prescribes. It is worship that seeks to know and understand the worshipped. Thank God, the Samaritans were to become the full and final revelation of God in the person of his Son, and to serve and worship him in the light of that revelation. Worship, you see, is also a matter of the mind. God is spirit, said the Son of God, and therefore is not confined to mountaintops or within temple walls. We do not worship a God bound by creation, by time, or by space. His love is perfect, his power boundless, and his knowledge infinite. No wonder the psalmist cried, "Where can I go from your spirit, or where can I go from your presence?" Yes, only worship offered in spirit and truth corresponds with the nature of God, pure, guileless, sinless, perfectly holy and righteous. But how can our worship be true and heartfelt in spirit? The answer is found in the revelation that came to this woman of Samaria. When she sought with a sincere heart and repentant spirit to find God, he said to her, "I who speak to you am he." True worship brings to your heart and soul the presence of Jesus. True worship will lead you and me to shut out all else and let the light of his countenance shine in. And in truly worshiping him, we will become more and more Christ-like. Our worship will be true and real and reverent in proportion as it expresses itself through Christ-likeness. Anything less than this is insincere and mechanical, and God will not accept it from our hands or our hearts. True worship becomes a highway to God that extends through us to others. Jesus went about doing good, and so will we. Jesus bound up broken hearts, and so will we. He proclaimed liberty to the captive and hope to the hopeless, and so will we. He taught the truth of the scriptures and shone the light of the truth into a world of darkness. And when we worship him in spirit and in truth, his light will shine through us as well. Dear Lord, may my worship be acceptable to you, Father, as I seek your face, your light, your presence. Please reveal yourself to me. I wait upon you, Lord. Amen.
We hope you will visit us online at www.classicchristianity.net. If your goals include spending time with the Lord each day, we can help. Thank you for joining us for Timeless Devotions with Classic Christianity.